Hey kids, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite vino blogger LeleZondani, and I'm so excited to be back on your screens today. Yeah. As you can see, my darlings, by the title of this video, we're going to be exploring a brand new, okay, let me not say it's not brand new. We're going to be exploring a wine region that we haven't really spoken about, and I don't think that a lot of South Africans speak about it or visit it as much as possible. I think it's one of our historical landmarks in the wine industry, as well as Cape Town. It's the most southern tip point of South Africa, and it is where the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean meet. And so you can just imagine the types of weather conditions that are that side. It's very cold, it's very harsh, but somehow it makes the most amazing wines. Because of those cold conditions, it makes the wine, the grapes, slowly ripen. Whereas if you are growing wine in Stellenbosch or a little bit more inland, wines tend to ripen really quickly, and you have to kind of work quite fast. It's because of the weather conditions and how hot it can get. But with this side, it's a bit more slow, and they have more opportunity to just let the side do the work when it comes to the wine without doing any manipulation, without having to pick too early, things like that. So let's talk about where Cape Agulhas is situated. Okay, so over here we have a wine map, a South African wine map. As you can see here, this little pink part, that right here is your Stellenbosch, that is your Franschhoek. That's where we all like to be, okay? That's where we all like to go. And your Constantia and all of that, that's the point where we all are most of the time. Then as you move down into this orange area, we have the Elgin, and then right here, that part right there, that's your Cape Agulhas, okay? That's your Cape Agulhas, and that's where this wine we're going to be drinking, that's where it's made and that's where it's grown. All right, so the wine we're going to be drinking today is from the Minimalist Wines, okay, and it's called Stars in the Dark, and this is how it's look. It has a really beautiful label. This is a Syrah 2022, and it is by Sam Lamson, who I think he's really quite young. I think he's just under 30. I'm not really sure how old he is, but he's just under 30, and he is like making like big moves. Like people are just like, dude, this guy is like doing things. Do you know what I'm saying? This beautiful wine was grown in Cape Agulhas, and it was grown on clay soil as well as coffee clips. So coffee clip soil is basically just broken down shale, and the clay soil, I think the vines that are on the clay soil are like 22 years old. The vines in the coffee clip are like 23 years old. So it's like a mixture, okay? And then it was aged in neutral and French oak barrels for about 12 months, which is I think it's third, fourth full French oak barrels, and that basically means it was used about 3-4 times before this wine was then aged in it. And I feel like that's like the best, because when it's like brand new oak, it can be very pungent and overwhelming, because that's all you get is like oak from the wine. But after like it's been used a couple of times, and then you're like, okay, that's when in Engasa, you're able to really see the work of the wine and the work of the site of the vineyard and everything that it's done. And then also you get a little bit of the oak, but it's in a way that's like it's more subtle. So this wine has had a more natural approach to fermentation, which I'm really excited to try. Wines that come from, or wines that are grown in clay soil, in coffee clip soil, they tend to be like really dark, really heavy, a lot of depth. It's like a red, like it has a lot of presence basically. So yeah, let's try this beautiful wine, which I'm excited about. It's by Minimalist Wines. As you can see, we are on theme, minimalistic. Okay. Ooh, that is, I don't know what I expected. Okay, so as we can see here, we have a beautiful red it's like a plum red wine. It has like that brown trim, so that brown trim normally means that it's been aged. Normally much older wines have that. So this wine was picked on the 28th of March in 2022. It was picked, excuse me, I'm drooling. It was picked then. It was left in the skin for 14 days. Very light process of like this, like foot stomping, and very light pressing process basically. And after that, it was aged in the French oak barrels for about a year, and then on the 19th of April 2023 it was bottled. So yeah, we kind of just know everything that was, in it. It's, I would say, would we say it was a malolactic fermentation? I'm not sure. It's not really stated, but they do say that it was given a more natural fermentation process. That can mean a lot of things. It really can. Cheers, my babies. Oh wow. It has tannins. But it's a tannin that doesn't really linger. It's a tannin that's announcing the wine that it's here, but it's also very well balanced. It's like an elegant, silky tannin. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, I really, really love Syrahs and Shiraz from South Africa. And I love it because it has the spiciness to it, A Syrah is what represents South Africa the best, honestly. In as much as, yes, it has a lot of body, it has a heavy body. I would say medium to heavy, but leaning more on the medium side. This would be it. I think that it has a beautiful, elegant tannin to it. It's not what I like that it's cool climate is because sometimes you get those really warm red wines that end up coating your whole mouth and it becomes very annoying. It doesn't have it doesn't have sediments, let me just say. Very full, let me not say filtered because now it's going to be problematic, but I want to say in the word it's clean. You know what I'm saying? It's clean, it's cut, it's yeah, this is beautiful. This is very beautiful. It's beautifully made as well. The nose. We forgot to get into the nose. I got too excited. Okay, let's get into the nose. Everything's a little bit backwards today. Oh, yes. Look at the way it moves. Look at that. It moves beautifully. There's a lot of body to it, but it's also it's so fluid. You know what I mean? Wow. I'm mesmerized. I really am. As you can see, the lines, the alcohol lines, they tell us everything we need to know. It is balanced. You see how they're going straight? I don't know if you'll be able to see, but should those alcohol lines go straight, that means that it's a very balanced wine. Excellent nose. We're getting black peppers. We're getting a lot of minerality. I'm getting a lot of stone. It has a tea situation in it. It's like a tea with a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of honey in it. But I don't know if honey is the right word. Maybe cranberry, rose, something very floral. I would say a tea with a flower. I haven't had red wine in quite some time because of the weather. It's been really, really hot. But this is absolutely amazing. It's definitely a wine that I would have during this type of weather where it's warm and everything. But it's not a warm wine. It has no sulfides. Very little sulfides. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really disturb your palate, but it dances with it. Do you know what I'm saying? It has a very natural nose. I want to say a lot of fynbos. I'm getting a lot of herbs as well from it. But at the same time, it's also very delicate. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because of the cool climate conditions and everything. But yeah, everything just seems to be finished. Finished really well. something that I also really wanted to show you guys was this cork. How cute. It has a rocket ship for stars in the dark. So Sam Lamson started his wine brand Mr. Wines when he was just 21 years old, and so far he has like 3 wines in it. He has this one, Stars in the Dark. I think the other one is No Place Like Home, and Connect the Dots. So yeah, so far he's doing an amazing job. Like, he is killing it, and he's worked with wine brands such as like I'll Hate Wines and Morganson as well. So he has some really good experience under his belt as well, so I guess we can trust him. Yeah, other than that, I'm really obsessed with this wine. I think it is beautiful. Definitely go out and get it for yourself. Try and get it at Vino City if you are in Johannesburg, or you could even try and get it online from Vino City. So Vino City is a wine distribution company / boutique as well for all of these beautiful wine brands, and I have such a history with them. I've been with them since the very beginning, and Harry is a very good friend of mine, and we go way far back, and I really would love you guys to support him. I'll definitely put the link in the description below. Make sure to go and read more about this beautiful wine as well when you have the opportunity, and to comment, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, babies. If I had to rate it out of 10, I would give it 8.7. 8.7 out of 10. This is definitely unique and different, and I absolutely love the history and the story behind it. His approach is very minimalistic to the wine, and I 100% I respect that, because I know how difficult it is to make wine and for it to come out the way that it comes out, and as beautifully as it does. And I appreciate the artistry and the work behind what nature can do. It's really a collaboration of God and the winemaker and nature itself, and it's really great. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so hard to explain wine sometimes in a way where people will understand exactly what you're experiencing. So I always encourage people to go out and try things by themselves and let me know what they think. My only job here is to guide you and to tell you a little bit about things, but it's really up to you on, you know, how you interpret taste, because taste is really something that is determined by the beholder. If you are into red wines, this is definitely something to add on your shelf, and I definitely think that it will be a collector's item in the future, so definitely grab your hands on it while you can. This beautiful wine retails for 427 rand, so definitely get your hands on it now before it goes up and up and up in the future and you can no longer get your hands on it, because Sam is going far. Okay, Sam is going to go really far, and he is being spoken about all the way in the UK by critics and everything. He's really making a mark in the wine industry, and I'm so excited to see where else he takes wine and where else he goes with it. But I really like his natural fermentation approach. I think it's beautiful. I think it's really an art. You know, if anything, it's an art, and I'm so lucky and grateful to have tried it with you guys. And yeah, oh guys, I want to end this video now because I want to go enjoy this. You know what we say at the end of the channel, my babies? Happy Wine Wednesday, kids. Mwah, 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 mwah.